Hello, this is James Huxtable talking on behalf of myself and co-director Annie Powery about question number 5. What have you learned about technologies from the process of constructing a product for our evaluation of our 2-minute opening? Now, as you can see on the screen, we haven't started the ident yet, but you see this is the ident. We used Adobe After Effects to make the ident, which was quite difficult. We had to learn from scratch because neither of us had ever used the program before. And we ended up making a few versions before we ended up being actually happy with the idea of it. But as you can see, Streetlight Productions took a while to think of that name. We thought something simple can be used. Then for the editing of our film, we actually used iMovie for the bulk of it, but basically effectively because of how simple and the simplicity of the program. We started trying to use Premiere Pro, but we found it was really way too complicated for what we wanted to do. We did end up using it later in the piece, but I'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah, we wanted to use iMovie because it just had a lot of simple tools to alter sound, clip length, mise en scène, everything we wanted, and it was just a very easy program to work your way around. And it didn't mean we had to spend ages trying to figure out how to use the program. The camera we used for it was a Canon HFM 306, and we're quite surprised how good the quality was of our piece because it's not a top of the range camera, but this, along with the editing software, helped us realize we didn't need the very expensive and so-called professional equipment to make a really good film opening. A lot of the sound we used, we added in after shooting, a diegetic and non-diegetic sounds were added, like these footsteps here, that we added that in afterwards. In order to do that, we had to use MP4 to MP3 converters in order to alter, change the sound. We had to get the sound. We learned how to get the sound from videos in this way. And then the actual ending we used, we couldn't use iMovie because you couldn't have clips under 0.2 seconds in iMovie. So in order to use Premiere Pro, which is quite difficult, and despite being more complicated, we realised we could actually do a lot more on it than we could on iMovie. And it shows that although iMovie has its limitations, we like the simplicity of it still. But we use for this ending here, we use the uploading bar was made on PowerPoint. It shows we have to use a lot of different programs in order to actually create a effective piece. And it also shows that almost any online software can be used to help aid a piece of film. And that's what we learnt about technologies from the process of constructing a product.